Right, we got one more act in this section. His name's Deage Paxton. He's very good, so make him feel very welcome on 3 round of applause. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's have him on the stage. Deage Paxton!
Fucking hell. What a lovely crowd. I mean, it's small, but it's a lovely crowd. I mean, they were like, it's quiet tonight. I'm like, you don't understand that most of comedy, when I perform comedy, most of comedy is to like 3 people in a bar who are there accidentally and hate you for it. So I look around tonight and I see all these beautiful, enthusiastic, happy faces, and I have to say, it makes me feel really uncomfortable. So if you could be less enthusiastic and less happy, that would really help me out. Okay, that's much better. Thank you very much. How are you all doing? Average, good. So I had a joke happen to me in real life the other day. Like, start to finish, requires no editing in real life. I'll tell you what's happening. Okay, I was having sex with my girlfriend, right? Are you just slaying dick on the reg? Is that what? So, what's your name? Grace. Fuck you, Grace. Wait. I was having sex with my girlfriend, Grace, and afterwards, after we finished, I was in the shower, and as I'm in the shower, I had this thought where I think, like, I don't think she had an orgasm. I don't think she had an orgasm during that, Grace. Oh. And you don't know me, Grace, but I usually try and help her out with that. So, like, after the shower, I got out, I went back in the bedroom, and I asked my girlfriend, I said, did you have an orgasm during that? With a complete straight face, she goes, yeah. And I go, when? And with a straight face, she goes, while you were in the shower. So that's... Fuck, it's too funny. I'm going to have to share that with strangers. I'm going to have to... Fuck. Just having a kind of a feel for the room. It's quite... Give me a cheer if you want to hear some dirty jokes. And give me a cheer if you want to hear some clean jokes. Okay. So I was masturbating in the shower the other day. And I got to see a couple of judgmental looks from some of the women. Right? And enjoy your long baths, you fucking hypocrites. I learned 2 very important things, right? Number 1, if you mix water and cum, you will never be able to scrub that off your foot. And number 2, that masturbating in the shower is a lot of fun at home, but if you do it at the gym, they will revoke your membership. Just to let you know, we're filming in here tonight, but it's only in the bathrooms, so you can... Shit. I was accidentally chasing a child the other day. Yeah. I'll tell you how that was happening. I was going to get the train, and there was a little girl in front of us. And as we're heading down the stairs towards the platform, she starts to pick up a walk. So I started to pick up my walk because I thought she had heard the train. So she begins to jog, I begin to jog. She begins to sprint, I begin to sprint. We reach the bottom of the platform, and there's no train. Just a terrified looking 12-year-old. And it definitely didn't help that I was naked. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm online. Yep. Anyone else? Anyone else online? I'm online. One thing I like to do when I'm online is I like to post up like little videos of me doing stand-up online, right? Check this out. I posted up a video recently, and it got over 10,000 views. Thank you very much. I know there are people who get a lot more views in the videos, but those numbers mean a lot to me because it took fucking ages to watch it that many times. I went to the opera for the first time recently. Didn't know anything about opera, but one thing I did learn is they fucking hate if you sing along. Getting older, you know. Some things change when you like when you get older. Like I used to really be into like drugs and partying. Now I'm like really into like audiobooks, you know. Anyone else here like audiobooks? A couple people like audiobooks. You like audiobooks, miss? What are you listening to on audiobooks at the moment?
I just finished the Ali Wong book.
Oh, fantastic! You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Great. I don't really pick on people in the audience. I'm just interested in their lives. It's good. I fucking love audiobooks, man. And the one problem I find with audiobooks is that they make you feel way more intelligent than you actually are, because you can go through like a book a month and you start telling people you're like, I am reading so much recently, and you're not reading shit, okay? Not a single word. And what I realized mainly as I was listening was I was going to bed. So it's really less that I'm like practicing the discipline of reading and absorbing the nutritional content of each book, and more I'm just willing to pay £8 a month to have an actual grown man read to me as I fall asleep. And I've been doing this for so long now. I think I've been doing this for so long. Like now, I literally can't sleep without a bedtime story. Like we got any fans of Dungeons and Dragons in tonight? Fuck off, really? No. Who wooed? You're a Dungeons and Dragons. What? You really play Dungeons and Dragons? You fucking legend. What's your current character's name? Your. Have you got many? Is it a? All right, and I'm assuming you came alone tonight. Yeah, it's just. No, I love Dungeons and Dragons, right? And if you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, it's a fantasy role-playing game where the actions and the decisions are determined by the outcome of roll of a dice. So you would like decide what you're gonna do. You get a 20-sided dice and you roll it, and then no girl ever touches your dick again. Shit. I think they do like fun runs for anything now. You know, like literally anything. Like I saw in Coventry recently. They were doing a fun run for obesity, right? Which is really the only disease you can cure with a fun run, you know? But they actually found out that it was actually like really successful. Like after the run, like obesity levels fell by like 40% because a bunch of fat people died during the race. That's new, but it's really fucking funny. I don't know, man. You know what really pisses me off, right? You ever see like kids with vape pens? Does that piss anyone else off? Fucking piss. And you know what? Like every time I see it, I never do anything about it. I never involve myself, right? Except from this one time, I was coming back from a gig, right? And as I'm walking over the bridge to go home, I see a kid with a vape pen. I don't know why, but I just stopped and I said, "Listen, I know it's none of my business or anything like that. But really, like I've used those before. You get hooked on them. You shouldn't use them. You'll become reliant on them, and like." It's just not good for a kid your age." And the kid looked back at us and went, "Fuck off, you ginger prick." So like I just fucking saw red. I grabbed the vape pen out of his hand and threw it over the bridge. But here's the thing, right? I didn't realize the mistake I'd made until he started having an asthma attack. And that's... God, this is fun. Now, I got a. Does anyone here have a dog? A dog? I got a new dog recently. And one thing I realized about a new dog is that she fucking hates like bonfire night, like the fireworks, like drive her crazy. So I think I'm going to do next year is I'm going to set them off outside. Yeah. A lot of women say you can tell about how a man makes love by the way that he dances, which is why whenever I dance with a woman, I always try and choke her a little, put my finger on her bum. Don't you shake your head at me. Yeah, you do not want to do the hokey pokey with me. I think one of the cool things about getting older is you start to figure out what you do and don't like in the bedroom, you know? Like, for example, I'll have a look around here. We've got my man here. Can I ask for your name? Lewis. Can I ask Lewis, how old are you, Lewis? 28. He's just starting trying to figure it out. Now, here's the thing about 28-year-old Lewis, right? If there's anyone a bit younger than Lewis in tonight, 28-year-old Lewis knows exactly what kind of fucked up, nasty shit that 28-year-old Lewis likes, right? Am I right? Yeah, suppose so, right? And what is it? Just out of, like, what genre are we clicking on, Lewis? No, I actually stopped watching porn recently. I stopped watching porn because I think it creates unrealistic expectations that my girlfriend's never going to be able to keep up with, you know? Like, it's completely unfair for me to expect her to, you know, have a dick. That's not... It's not fair. I was in Poundland recently. If you don't know where Poundland is where people go to buy things when they spend all their money on heroin. When I'm in Poundland, I'm looking at this transgender security guard. Not because she's transgender, because the name on the badge says Jamie Lee Curtis, like the actress. So I'm having that fantasy in my head that that's Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress, who's now a transgender security guard working in Poundland. And out of nowhere, this woman, this piece of shit woman, stepped in front of us in the queue, and she had a kid with her, right? And I don't know what it is about fat children, right? But they're just easier to hate, you know? They're always got like sticky jam hands and fucking what's it dust all over the fucking... So anyway, I look up at the owner, and I could tell this woman was a piece of shit from the back of her head. And at one point, she turned around and I was looking at Jamie Lee Curtis. So she says, "Can you believe that used to be a man?" I'm like, who the fuck are you to judge anyone? Dragging around fucking Augustus Gloop everywhere. But I didn't say any of that. I just went, And she said, "Can you believe that that's a tranny?" And just about to go and tell us when to go and fuck herself, the little girl looks up at us and goes, "Hey, you're that guy from the train station." Fuck, he's been really nice for being so quiet. I'm going to be signing things after the show, and there's nothing you do to stop me. I'm going to be... please follow me on a thing if you have social media. Thank you very much for your time.